Welcome back. Episode 354, Nitty Gritty Sports Talk Radio Show. I go by the name of Roscoe English, and of course, I'm here with the flock. Got my guy Keys with me.
What's going on? How y'all feeling out there?
My man Nick.
What up, Scott? What up, everybody?
And last but not least, Keith PJ.
Scott, what's going on?
I can't complain. First and foremost, Keys, where we at?
Had to bring it over east. We had Latrobe Homes this week. Had to take it over
Oh
east.
shit!
Shout out to Mr. Keith, the Latrobe legend.
Oh shit! Dude, this nigga feeling dangerous.
What was your name that got traded because he was over there when he wasn't supposed to be over there? The kicker,
the punter, yeah,
the punter.
Little Japanese kicker.
Madison, whatever your name was, I forget.
Looking for that smack.
Yeah.
Looking for that smack.
You gonna find it over there?
Yeah, he found it in a ditch. Found Joe in a ditch, fucked up. He probably deported his ass after that shit. Yeah, you gotta go.
They trade him to Minnesota, like the place, like the total opposite of Baltimore. You get your ass to Minnesota.
Yeah, go shop at Target, bro. Get the fuck out of here. All right.
You had a bad batch because you ain't heard from him since.
About to say.
No, he wasn't good. So
Yeah,
you can't do that and suck,
y'all done turned into bubbles.
Yo was really in the basement for real.
For real.
All right, we gonna start on Thursday. Got Thursday night game to recap. Steelers defeat the Titans 20-16. Rookie Will Levis completed 22 passes for 262 yards and a pick. Kenny Pickett 19 completions, 160 yards and a touchdown. This game started out as you can see on the screen. That's the first drive. Walked it right up the field. I'm thinking, okay, Matt's on the sideline. Kenny gonna right the ship. Just one of them games where it's the Titans. They got a good defense, not a dominant defense. This is a game that he can really, right whatever the wrongs that he's had early on. And that first drive promised. But everything after that, of course, before the fourth quarter, it's still the same Kenny, man. Missing the easy opportunities. And this game was frustrating, even though we won. We scored 20. We easily could have had 2 more touchdowns. Easily. But Kenny has to see the field, number one, and then just make the easy throws. This offense isn't a juggernaut. So when the opportunities present themselves, you gotta connect with those. The crossing route that he missed with George. He had Connor Hayward going into the end zone. He just didn't see him. Like those things right there. And then you get George Pickens, a throw that Kenny put on a dime, and he didn't drag the second toe. It's just frustrating watching because you can't blame Matt. He called a good game. Matt called a good game. The scheme was there. People were open. You just got to execute. I want to speak on George. His weekend fiasco with the post and shit. And, George is young, 22 years old. I'm not worried about that. We dealt with AB for 9 years. George ain't even touching the trouble that AB caused. But before you post that, George, you really got to look in the mirror and say, yeah, you only got 5 targets. But what did you do with the targets that you got? You had a couple drops. So you got to look in the mirror and yourself and capitalize. Yo, bro, in your second year, people are double teaming you and letting Deontay cook. You got.
What I say to you, I said they putting number one cornerback on George now.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean Deontay is the one that's gonna be open all game now. Team's not gonna let George just beat him over the top no more.
So with the opportunities that you get, you gotta capitalize. On the defensive side, before I get to the fourth quarter, Will Levis made some impressive throws. We was in the backfield. Basically, it was 17 pressures, got 3 sacks, hit him 10 times. He dealt with a lot of pressure. He made some high level throws with the pressure in his face. So salute to him. I don't know what Tennessee is going to do with that quarterback situation. I think you're taking a step back by putting Ryan Tannehill in personally. But even with all of that said, they had the 1 touchdown. It wasn't really I'm worried that they're going to take over. They couldn't do anything in the red zone. And then in the fourth quarter, you saw the rookie in him come out finally. You saw the rookie in him. And on the opposite side, for some strange reason, and it's frustrating as fuck, Kenny just turns into a good quarterback in the fourth quarter. And on one hand, it's a good thing. But on the other hand, yo, where the fuck is that the first 3 quarters? Like, it's easy to say, yo, just keep us close and we gonna win. Yeah, cool. We've proven that. It ain't always gonna work out like that, though. It's gonna be teams when you play the Bengals. Ravens can put up points when they don't drop passes. It's gonna be a time where, yo, you gonna have to go score for score. That's just in the division. Fuck the conference. That's just within the division. You're gonna have to go score for score. You can't wait until the fourth quarter to say, all right, I'm gonna flick the switch. Tennessee, you can do that with. You can do that with Tennessee. But it's frustrating because you see it. Yo, you can do it. You can do it. Yo, that pass to Deontay on the sideline, he dropped that bitch in the basket, dog. You can't make a better pass than that. Can't make a better pass than that. Well, where the fuck is that the first 3 quarters? I was going to come in here and be like, yo, maybe it's the ribs. But you make a pass like that, yo, your ribs was hurting the first 3 quarters.
Yeah.
So, salute to Matt. Matt called a good game. Can't. This is 2 straight weeks, actually. 2 straight weeks. Yo, you called a good game. So, he's getting it. Now, the execution just got to meet him. And maybe we could put some points on the board. And we're not a Super Bowl team. I'm not going to come in here and hype it up. We 5-3, but we're not a Super Bowl team. Can we get to the playoffs? Sure. Is it going to be another one and done? Maybe. It's a high chance of that. But keep winning games, you're going to have to execute.
I mean, yeah. That's the main reason. I mean, you hit everything right on. I mean, that that's the main reason I picked him, because it wasn't about what that I believed in came like that. I just thought that he was eventually going to look like a rookie, which he did. At first, I was like, damn, he might not. I mean, I don't think
he started off good.
I don't think Vrabel and Tennessee offense helped them out by going conservative. They should have just kept on keeping it open. They got conservative, and you at the end of the half, instead of throwing it in the end zone, they kicked the field goal, and then they ain't y'all made adjustments. They didn't. They just kept on trying, which is the story for y'all every week. Y'all make the necessary adjustments. Other teams don't for some reason. When y'all win anyway. But yeah, I think we'll talk about Will. He's gonna be good. We saw the highlight of those he was making. You just not they not lucky throws. Like he was reading the defense. He was doing what he had to do. They confused him a little bit in the second half. And like I said, I think the biggest takeaway from the Titans is why get conservative? I still don't know why they ain't throw the ball in the end zone at the end of the first half. But yeah, I to talk about y'all, I think y'all gonna need a new quarterback. That's what every time I watch him every week, and it's like he's not gonna be it. He's not gonna be the guy that's gonna take you over the hurdle. I think now, like you said, would it be interesting seeing with another offensive coordinator? Yeah, but I think he peaked. Like I don't think he's gonna get much better than what he is now. I think he's just a middle line average quarterback, which is why he fell to 20th. He's not, his arm shift not special. His accuracy is struggling this year. So I don't know. Maybe in the new system we'll see, but I just don't think he's gonna be the quarterback for the future, y'all. Especially if y'all, depending on how the season ends and y'all make the playoffs, I think y'all be looking for another quarterback very soon.
That's fair. I mean, he's shown, you can't be average 1 through 3 and then be, I'm not gonna say great, but be good in the fourth. That just equals average. And then against the good teams, you're gonna be out of it by the time the fourth quarter come anyway if you're not executing through 1 through 3. It just can't happen.
I think that's the story. I think that's the story of the season. Like, you guys are well coached, you're disciplined, like Steeler DNA. As soon as you're drafted into the Steelers, or if you're brought on as a free agent, you know what I'm saying? You take on that DNA of being hard-nosed, not beating yourself, being gritty and grinding, but make no mistake, the schedule is the schedule. You know what I'm saying? And I think the only quality win you guys have is against us, unfortunately, in a division type of battle. I don't really
remain to be seen.
I don't
for Cleveland. Okay, that's fair.
That's fair.
And even with the Cleveland win, it without Nick Chubb, it looks a little different. Especially like when it's happening. Like Chubb was on his way to 200 rushing yards. Like
that's what it looked like.
So I don't want to give too much credit, but at the same token, a win is a win, and that's not to down y'all. It's just to be realistic here. I mean, I pick against y'all because y'all suck. But when I say suck, I'm saying suck as far as I compare y'all to the elites. I compare y'all to the Steelers standard. I remember Antonio Brown and Le'Veon and Big Ben. You know what I mean? That's the Steelers football I'm used to. And then when I see Kenny Pickett, you know, he is clutch. He's a clutch quarterback. But that clutch works when you have a soft schedule, right? Or when you're familiar with the team like the Ravens, where that's a rivalry game, that's a toss-up, even though recently it's slanted. That 50-50 ain't 50-50 no more. It's like 60-40 now because the Steelers just got some magic voodoo over us. But, you know, against good teams, I haven't seen it yet, but it's not a lot of good teams on the schedule. You look down the schedule, it's like, damn, that's a winnable game. That's a winnable game. That's a winnable. It's the division game. It's just the division game.
Those three, we got. I mean,
read the schedule.
It's still four left.
Yeah, we got one with the Browns, two with the Bengals, one with y'all left. Then we got Green Bay, Seattle.
You saw
Seattle. You got the Colts,
and the Cardinals, and the Patriots.
So you look at that. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna come.
Dude, I forgot. I think his name is Adam.
Kenny gonna grind out. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be some 17-14.
You look at that schedule. The Steelers are making the playoffs, whether you like it or not, based off the schedule. Quick question to y'all though. You acknowledge the clutch. What's harder to get, consistency or the clutch gene?
Consistency to me, because clutch. I'm not gonna say I understand the seven comebacks in the fourth quarter, but I'm not gonna sit here and say he a clutch quarterback. That should be happening with a perfect storm. Like that defense has always been good. You know, sometimes it's short field. Now, granted, against us, he drove the whole field. That drive against the Titans was impressive. That was right. That throw was impressive. I'm not gonna say he clutch. Like I'm not gonna say that. I just think that, yeah. To answer your question, I think to be consistent, so he needs to be more consistent.
When I say,
go ahead. My fault.
No, I was just gonna say when I say clutch, I'm thinking of him being able to raise his level of play. Now the bar is low because quarters 1 through 3,
it's not much.
So you know what I mean. But he raises his level of play regardless, right? And they don't need much for them to squeak away a win, because that defense, regardless if it gives up yards, that defense tightens up in the red zone and it comes up with clutch plays. We talked about it last week. Like that's kind of what they do, regardless of their ranking. They are a opportunistic defense, and they thrive on those opportunities and they capitalize on them. But again, all of those things, when you provide context, this year, the Steelers have been going against haven't been that great. And then you talk about last year when Kenny kind of went on that run towards the second half of the season. That was the soft part of y'all schedule. You know what I'm saying? So right. It's been one of those times or situations where you guys are good enough to compete against any team. Kenny's not good enough consistently to beat better teams, but he's good enough to beat decent teams or bad teams. Right. Now, division games, it's a little different because again, those are a little different with the familiarity, but I'm just talking about out of conference, out of division. I don't know, man. I just feel like the Steelers, I'm with Keys. You guys are going to probably have to start thinking quarterback, because with a better quarterback, with that defense, with the way it is, no improvements. Just let's say that defense carries on with a different quarterback. If a quarterback can give you 24 points or 24 to 30 points, you're not sweating out victories, Scott.
Oh, no, it's definitely 2, 10, 14, some double-digit wins. I just asked that because we've seen quarterbacks who are good, like Kurt, but when it's time to be clutch, haven't seen it. I'm hoping, just a fan in me, because I also know this organization. Yo, dog, we not drafting another quarterback. We not. We stuck with Kenny until that contract is done. Now, then we'll probably start. But I just know, look how long we keep people. It's a loyal thing. I'm not going to be this fan to just keep pounding the table and give myself an ulcer somewhere.
Are you content with mediocrity? Because that's the ceiling.
Oh, no. Now, that is not.
You guys have no ceiling.
I'm not content with the mediocrity. I've come in here. I've talked about Mike, talked about everybody, talked about the defense, talked about everybody. But I just know inside of my core, we not getting enough quarterback.
Not in the draft.
Not in the draft.
Well, the Ravens and the Bengals are going to keep getting better by me. Like,
I know.
I ain't going to hold it.
I know. And
did you see C.A. Stroud? You got Mahomes, you got Herbert.
Yo, it's funny that you say that. Yo, the whole Pittsburgh fan base Kenny didn't even play. You talking about catching strays? He threw for that 4-7. They was like, "Yo, what the fuck? Look at
it's
this."
It's not even.
He has more career touchdowns.
Yeah, no, I mean,
touchdowns. I think
right. But to me, it ain't about the stats. This is just about the way he
throws. It's the way he look.
Yeah, it's the way he throws.
He
looks great. Like
it's the way he look.
The way the ball coming out, the way he's finding open receivers, the way he's beating the defense. That shit looks crazy.
If I'm Kenny,
a rookie quarterback.
I'm Kenny. I'm the 50 man. Fuck me. Y'all need to be looking at Carolina. That's where the smoke should have went. Because he should be in Carolina.
To have more career touchdowns in your rookie year, your rookie ain't even done.
But dog, that rookie.
Why you think George mad?
Oh, I know why
George mad.
See, George is 50-50 to be mad too. Like, yo, you gotta catch the ball, but I get it.
Well, the first one he overthrew.
I get it. I get everything. Kenny ain't the best. I'm just saying, like, maybe it's something with his footwork.
It goes
something that he can go in the
game. It goes to football being a team game, yo.
So. Oh, and before we switch to y'all, shout out to Broderick Jones. Shout out to the rookies in general. Keanu Benton. Y'all stepped up that game. Joey Porter Jr. Hey, you gotta be physical with big receivers, dog. And DeAndre gonna cry. Fuck him. Keep doing what you're doing. I take fuck him.
Joe's gonna keep holding.
Call it.
I mean, you winning games. Who cares? I mean,
call it. Call
it. Yeah, they beat the Titans, man.
I get you, George. I get you. You mad, but you can be mad, but.
You just gotta hide a little better.
Get your foot down. Like that's how.
Get your foot down, and then you good. I'm sure if he just caught that tutty, and
it wouldn't matter. You could have one catch for 6 yards. You got a touchdown. Don't matter.
Got a touchdown, but that 2 catches for -1 with no tutty. Yo, what the fuck? He's got hide a little
better. The way the defense. He got. I mean, I don't know if he's looking at the tape or what he's doing, but you can see that they rolled in the coverage to his side almost every snap.
You know them niggas that think they aliens. They don't give a fuck.
It's not just that though, because Kenny has had a history of targeting Deontay more than George, regardless. Yeah. This is going back 2-3, as 2 years. As Pickens has been there. I mean, Deontay has been the preferred target. So that's why I asked last week, is this going to be an issue where when Deontay's back in the fold, you saw George ascending and becoming that weekly guy that you can depend on, putting up the numbers, helping win games. You know what I'm saying? Deontay comes back, that target share goes down and his opportunities go down. So that, I mean, yeah, not getting the foot down was on him. No questions asked. But when you don't have money opportunities, right, and you have to cash in, it's like, damn, I can't make a mistake, but he can overthrow it, you know what I mean? Or just throw it in the ground every time he throws to me and shit. And I'm just saying Deontay shake off now. I think he should be a team player, but George Pickens, he is who he is.
Yeah, one point before I get out of here. Hey, this is on Matt Canada, because if you use the middle of the field, if you use the tight end position, you literally just got to worry about 2 dudes, 14 and 18. And if we double in 14, 18 can eat underneath, and we just hope that they flame out, 3 and out, punt the ball. So Matt has to get everybody involved, and George and you coverage to loosen up.
You didn't mention Jaylen Warren once.
I didn't mention the run game at all. Yo, leave
that bum. Leave him off the
field,
yo. Because
Najee had a good game though, but when a dude touched the ball 9 times and get 88 yards, it's gonna get overshadowed. But they both ran good.
Oh, you ain't gotta tell us.
Yeah.
We know how that feels.
Yeah, y'all got a plethora of running backs that just touched the ball, and it's like, all right, cool. But it was as a group, 167 yards.
What's that?
That's improvement. That's improvement, especially for us. Yo, dog, we ain't seen them numbers since fucking Le'Veon and James Conner. So salute. Good win against the Titans. All right, let's get to Sunday. Man, Ravens, these NFL. I'm gonna have some shit to say, but I'm gonna introduce this game. I'm gonna have some shit to say. Baltimore defeats the Seahawks 37-3. Geno Smith. With a real Geno Smith, please stand up. He completed 13 passes for 157 yards and a pick. Lamar, keep off your ticket. Jackson completed 21 passes for 187 yards. Floor is yours.
I mean,
hey, look at Chris. Shout out to Chris.
We talked about it. Yeah, definitely shout out to a Ravens legend. But yeah, I mean, we talked about it on Friday. We talked about it. I don't think none of us, talk about the flop, me, Keith, and Nick. I don't necessarily thought this game was gonna be close. Everybody was saying that one score came. I think I said on Friday he's gonna win at least 10 points. I just don't think that Seattle was that good. I mean, like Nick said on Friday, Geno is Geno. It's still Geno. Got paid, had a great season. But he looked bad yesterday. I mean, he looked bad. He looked like a dead headlights all day long, literally all day long. And besides the one long pass to Metcalf, they didn't do anything all day. It ain't, like I said, it's a good win. It's a great win. You know, you beating up, like you said, the only thing is true right now is death taxes and fouling teams coming to Baltimore for some goddamn reason. But you know, you do what you gotta do. You got 2 division games coming up that you need, you know, take care of business. You take care of these 2 divisional games, then we can really talk about, you know, this 1 seed and getting, you know, where we need to be, where the Ravens need to be. But like I said, out of conference game, it ain't really doing too much for your conference record at all. Just take care of business. I ain't gonna put too much, you know, create the team look good. Keep looking good. Keep doing what you got to do. And you know, when you got the best defense in the league, is you know, it's not gonna be hard to, you know, shut teams down, especially teams that don't come in with very explosive offense or injured players. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the division game. I think I tweeted, you know, this game don't mean much if you don't take care of business Sunday against the Browns, and I stand behind that. Sunday game is probably the biggest game of the season so far. You know, you get a chance to go in and shoot the Browns and really get a hold on really get a hold on the division and go to 8-2 on a short week. You don't want to go in there and lay against the Browns, and you got a short week coming with the Bengals coming up. So it's important for the Ravens to get out to a fast start Sunday. But I'm impressed. I'm definitely impressed. I ain't expected to be 37-3, but I'm very impressed with the way the team played.
Excuse me. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm with you, man. I mean, that was a bludgeoning. Like we took their soul early. I mean, I kind of knew in the first quarter the way the game was going, even though it was a 0-0 game. I kind of saw that they were having trouble moving the ball consistently. Geno on third downs, he didn't perform that great. So I kind of knew that was going to be the key to the game, those third downs. You know, Kenneth Walker wasn't able to get going. And that's kind of like the key to their offense. I mean, I talked about it Friday. You know, Pete Carroll loves to run the ball. And with somebody like Geno, you have to run the ball to open up that play action for him, to allow him to, you know, be a little bit more comfortable in that pocket. One of the things that I thought was going to be the key to the game was, you know, starting fast, you know, and having to put pressure on Geno so that, you know, if he's down a couple scores, it's going to speed up his progressions. It's going to have him second guessing, and then we can start blitzing him a little more. And that's exactly what happened in the second quarter. We started getting it going. You know, one thing to kind of mention that's obvious is that run game. I mean, you know, to have the type of impact the run game had, where, you know, Gus Edwards, we saw closing drives with short touchdowns, and making sure to get the ball in the end zone. I mean, we had 298 yards rushing. You know, that is crazy. You know, it's over 7 yards a carry. Keaton Mitchell came in and was explosive. I think he's earned the RB2 role on the depth chart above Justice Hill, friend of the show. You know, I'm sorry this had to be you, but, you know, that's kind of how it shakes out sometimes. I mean,
Justice keep fumbling too.
Yeah, I mean,
he keeps dropping the ball in his charge to Lamar.
Yeah, there seems to be a chemistry issue between him and Lamar on the RPOs, and you know that's a thing because you mentioned it before. Gus Edwards, north-south runner. You know, in Monken's system, though, we need a running back that kind of does everything in that sense. So you have Justice Hill on those passing downs, on those RPO downs, and if he's a liability on the field in his role, I mean, somebody else is going to take it. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what happened here. Keaton Mitchell got an opportunity, undrafted rookie free agent, and it's like, you know, he ran with it literally. He's still running. He's somewhere, you know, in Baltimore County at this point. He's about to be in Carroll County. Like he was off, and the only thing that could stop him was the fact that the game had to end. You can only play 60 minutes of football. That's the only thing that was stopping Keaton Mitchell, and that's crazy because Seattle had a top 10 rushing defense. You know, they came in there and weren't able to play any type of Seattle Seahawks football. I mean, we totally dominated, and it wasn't even our best performance, I think, you know, because there's still some things we can clean up. We still had turnovers, you know, we still had fumbles, you know. I feel like the pass game, you know, we didn't get Zay involved. Zay only had one target yesterday for 11 yards. You know, shout out to Odell for the touchdown. You know, I think he, you know, was pretty efficient in his opportunities, but he had a fumble. Mark Andrews had a great game. I thought that was going to be a key because I knew Jamal Adams and Quandre Diggs, What are they going to do with Mark Andrews? They linebackers.
Jamal Adams had a terrible game too, by the way.
Yeah.
We have a lot of terrible games.
He's a fucking bum. He's a linebacker, like Nick just said. He's a fucking linebacker.
Yeah, man. And then, you know, it was just, you know, all around performance. The defense was going nuts. I mean, they've been talks about shades of year 2000. You know, that's crazy.
Yeah, no, it's blasphemous.
But the stats support it though.
Yeah, the points per game definitely. What is it? 13 a game? Y'all giving up?
Mm-hmm. The yards too.
The yards too. The analytics. I mean, it's
more sacks. Analytics. I mean, it's more sacks. I mean, we clearly know it ain't that yet. I mean, you never know. Depending on how the season it might be. We know it ain't that yet. It might never be there, but it's impressive. It's impressive. And you can't go into these offenses.
And we're not playing a weak schedule, so to speak. Anyway, no, Seattle. I just said
every week I didn't think it was that. But every single week is a 5-1 team coming in. Every single week we're saying that. Besides the Cardinals, literally everybody got to win. You know, in the Titans, everybody else we played is pretty damn good.
Yeah, I just think y'all exposed Seattle. Because I looked after the win. I looked at who they beat, and it's just like what y'all say about us. Like, yo, they ain't beat nobody.
Yeah. Same with the Lions.
Same with Detroit. Same thing with Detroit. I look at.
Don't compare them to us. Don't compare them to us. They're not in our level.
40 minutes time of possession for y'all to 19. Yeah, that defense never stood a chance.
Don't compare Miami to us either. Don't compare Miami to us either. Or Buffalo.
No. We're gonna talk about Miami.
Echelon above. Buffalo. Not your boys.
No, Buffalo trash. Buffalo trash. But yeah, I look at the time of possession. It was like, yo, that defense never stood a chance. You can see it early. First quarter, they got a couple stops, but y'all had that long drive, and it was a wrap.
You know why that was, though, Sco?
It was a wrap. That run game just warmed down.
That's a team that averages 4.1 yards per rush on the ground. Yesterday, we held them to 1.9. So I think Keys alluded to it Friday. What they want to do, they want to get 3 to 4 yards per run. Then they want to start to open up the play action game. Well, that was null and void yesterday. You hold DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett to 4 combined catches. That's a great day. Obviously, Jackson Ajigba, I think he had 6 catches yesterday. But I'm fine with that. The Ravens, I got a stat. The Ravens are 3-0 first teams coming in to the game with a winning record. And in those games, the Ravens have outscored the opponents 103-12. So you dominating the teams that, quote unquote, are supposed to be at the top of the NFL per se. And you just playing good quality football. And the scary thing is you really still haven't played a perfect game. Nick just talked about a couple of the fumbles, the miscommunications. Like, that's the scary part. You beating these teams by 20 and 30, and you still haven't played a clean game yet. So that's what I'm looking forward to us doing. The run game is crazy right now. Keaton Mitchell yesterday, 9 carries for 138 yards and a touchdown. Welcome to the flock, ECU. What they say, hook 'em or screw 'em, whatever we were saying. But
hook 'em and screw 'em, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Shout out to the ECU family we got. But
that sounds like a lawsuit.
I wouldn't scream that out too much.
Hey, they be screaming all types of stuff down in them Carolinas, but that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, it's wild down there. Yeah, it's wild down there.
But no, you 7-2. And like we talked about, you going into 2 games now at home against 2 divisional foes, the Browns and the Bengals. And mind you, I think they in like a 10-day stretch. Because you turn right around and play the Bengals on a Thursday night. So
that's a 5-day stretch. From Sunday, from
Sunday. 5 exactly. So that's just
and they're gonna be 37
business. Yeah, they definitely ain't gonna be that. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be a lot more physical.
AFC North a little different, and that's just what I'm saying. Just the AFC North. I hate if the shit ends today, but everybody's in the playoffs. It's a competitive division, as it always is. But what I'm seeing with y'all, teams that rely on that run pass play action, that shit ain't gonna work against y'all. you gonna need a quarterback that can drop back, make quick throws, and drive down the field. It can't be relying on the play. It's just not going to work with a defense that can stop the run like that. And with the Lions and the Seahawks,
I don't know if that's the recipe because we can get to the quarterback now.
That's why you seen Matabuki's go like on that interior pressure. That's something we haven't had in a long time. Pressure.
I hope somebody else paying. I hope somebody else paying. He gonna get paid.
No, he's not. He's not going nowhere. You don't find interior. You don't find interior
not like that.
Pressure like that or lineman.
Not like that. Hell no.
We've always had run stuff.
Yeah, you don't let them get out the door. You not let Matabuki. I don't care what you do. You don't let Matabuki get out the door.
He's Aaron Donald level right now.
He got 8 sacks from the inside. Yeah, it's crazy.
7.5,
8 sacks, and he disrupting everything in that backfield too in the run game. Like.
Yeah, but Nick, that's why I said quick. You gotta get the ball out quick. It can't be no 7-step drop waiting for some shit to develop. No, that shit gotta get out 5 steps. Boom. That's your only way because y'all all getting to the quarterback at a rate that for y'all haven't seen this shit since Suggs and
secondary's playing well now. The linebackers
4 sacks yesterday. Like I remember days we was asking for one
safety play. Geno Smith.
You saw your boy Owe with that spin move, Skull. I know you saw it. I know you saw that spin move through the double.
Geno Stones.
Did he get to the quarterback?
Yeah, he got a sack.
He got one. I might have what was this?
He been getting sacks all year. I don't know what you talking about.
Yes,
no, because at a certain point when that shit got to 30 something,
no, he hasn't.
Yeah, he can't. No, he can't tackle. He still can't tackle.
I was about to say. I know. I walked away. I started cleaning the bathroom after a while. I was like, "Yo, this game is some bullshit." But I saw him walk away with a fumble. I did see that. He had the ball in his hand. Like, oh, look at Oway. What'd he do? He ain't do nothing. But so salute to that man. Y'all gotta. I said it was off the record, but I'm a real one. Yo, y'all got the best defense in the league. It's cool. Like
so how the Eagles better?
Because I wasn't giving y'all that.
You should just kept it off the record then.
Hey Keith, here we go. They lobbied it right to me, Keith. Y'all are the best team in the league. You know what that means for us? You knew I was going. You knew I was going.
I
mean,
Kyle Van Noy, though.
I was going to ask y'all about that. I was going to ask you about Kyle Van Noy.
And Clowney too, man.
How was Kyle Van Noy a fucking free agent for that long?
So did you hear the story?
He's been there his whole career.
He wasn't like that with the Chargers. It's Mike McDonald.
You said what?
Mike McDonald.
Oh shit, I forgot. About
he was on Marlon podcast or something, and I think he said he got caught up in something in Miami, like with coaching and management, and that's what got him cut.
Yeah, because they paid him big money.
Yeah, he got paid, so he said he was just waiting to find somewhere to play. But I mean,
you can stay here for a couple years.
You're a smart football player, man. High IQ. I mean, come from that Belichick system.
It's like a Doomaville pickup for you.
2 sacks yesterday. He in the backfield every week making plays. So just another smart. I mean, you talk about you add him to P Queen and Roquan. That's a lot of knowledge out there on that field, right there in that middle and that middle part of the field. So
yeah, Van Noy was with the Chargers last year. He was part of that defense that gave up.
Van Noy was. They give up everything.
Yeah,
you
saw the playoff game.
Talk about Van Noy.
Why y'all got number Thursday?
He was on the street for a reason, but he came to our system and
he played on Thursday.
I think what I'm reading now say the Pats on Thursday night. Why y'all got 2 Thursday night games? That don't make sense. I'm
comfortable with that matchup in front of the ladies. I'm gonna just say that right now.
It said y'all got the Packers, Browns, Bengals, Cardinals 1 o'clock games, and they get the Patriots on the Thursday night. I thought you only get 1 Thursday night game.
Black and gold, yo. I don't know. Just don't stress me out. All right. Good win for y'all. Good, impressive win for y'all.
Shout out to Geno Stone leading the league in interception.
Definitely.
I wanted to say that.
For sure. After getting cut 2 times to bounce back like that shows resilience.
Early outlook for the Browns game.
You gotta get to Deshaun. I mean, like, and he I don't think he's that good. So you turn him. My early outlook is to turn Deshaun over, sack him, make him fumble, make him throw interceptions. You'll beat them. I don't necessarily. Like I said, they strong defensively, but we beat them before. We went up the field against his defense before. They wasn't missing starters on defense. Now they was missing Deshaun in them, but we went up and down the field on this defense. So
they going into this matchup missing. They're gonna be missing 2 of their starters on the line. So
yeah.
You going into that matchup with a team that's already leading the league in sacks? Yeah, Deshaun might want to sit this one out too.
Get to Deshaun. That's how you win this game. Get to him early.
Put PJ out there. I wouldn't be surprised. My shoulder hurt. You missing right tackle and left tackle? Yeah, it can get spooky.
It's like besides the Cardinals, it's like the games is just getting bigger every single week because the Bengals getting big, the Bengals getting gonna be even bigger than that. So it's like you just get big games now. I mean, you're fighting for the number at this point. As you're a Ravens team, you fight for the number 1 seed now. So you got to try to win the rest of. You got to try to go undefeated the rest of the season. It's gonna be hard, and you might not be able to do it, but you need that number 1 seed. You want that number 1 seed.
Yeah, the Browns haven't played anybody, other than maybe the 49ers. And they're in a rut. You know what I mean? You can tell that there's some stuff internally going on. They're just in a mid-season rut. I'm not really concerned with the Browns. I'm not concerned with Jerome Ford. I'm not concerned with Kareem Hunt. And they're going to be the ones counted upon the most because Deshaun hasn't shown that he can consistently, as quarterback, lead, this iteration of the Browns. He's still, I don't know if it's rust. I don't know if he's gotten worse. I don't know if it was having DeAndre Hopkins. I don't know what's going on with Deshaun, but, he just looks like a game manager. He looks like an athletic game manager out there. And that's not going to be what's required to beat us.
Josh Dobbs, that's crazy.
Especially at home, right? So, we'll see. But I don't think we fear the matchup. We actually could go into it with supreme confidence, knowing that we went into Cleveland and dog walked them, so to speak.
And it's at home. It's at the bank. Like, you don't get no better than that. So I'm ready.
Big game. Another big game. They're gonna be ready. Like we always talk about, is division. Anything can happen in division. So you just gotta be ready for them.
They still got Stefanski.
I was just about to bring his name up before I went to the next game. If Stefanski can get out his own way, call it a smart game. I'm not going to say a smart game. It can be close.
It can be 10, 15, 10, 14 points.
I mean, the line right now, the line is like 5.5. It's the same as the line.
I mean, we beat them down already.
Yeah, I know.
It was a division game then too.
You're right. And like I said, they had Denzel Ward and Myles Garrett and all of them. They wasn't injured. And like you said, that was a great point score. They down 2 offensive line. It's gonna be tough to protect Deshaun.
Yeah, it's gonna be that shit gonna get hectic. All right. In Germany, the Chiefs defeat the Miami Dolphins 21-14. Tattoo Tua completed 21 passes for 193 yards and a touchdown. Pat Mahomes, 20 completions, 185 yards, 2 touchdowns. Go ahead and start this off, Keith.
Yeah, I mean, going back, I don't even know why I picked the Dolphins. I just thought they was going to show up, which they haven't shown up against good teams all year. So that was just fool's gold. But I mean, it turned out to be a good game. But that's because the Chiefs was doing uncharacteristic things. And it's not really uncharacteristic. They do it a lot, throwing the ball when they should be running the ball. And they know they're not going to win the championship with just throwing the ball like that. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the Bills about that. But yeah, like I said, we play them. So they Nick been saying it. They ain't playing nobody. They ain't real. They all who they are. They very finesse. And once you get punched in the mouth, they not gonna punch back. And like I said, if the Chiefs ain't make a couple boneheaded mistakes, not running the ball, Pat Mahomes, instead of 3rd and 20 running the ball, they dropping back, throw the ball with the lead. It ain't make sense. Take time off the clock. Without that, this game not even close. It's not even a 7-point game without the Chiefs making the mistakes that they made. It's probably more so a 14 to 17 point game. So yeah, don't let the final score fool you and think that it was close. It wasn't close.
Yeah, so I mean, I agree. I mean, the Chiefs, I think they have to adjust their philosophy. I think as of right now, they don't have the explosive pieces to kind of be as aggressive as they are. I think they're trying to do things east-west with Kadarius Toney that they need to stop. Hardman, stop it. The east-west stuff on first down, it's unnecessary when Pacheco is getting 4 or 5 yards a carry. When you gave him the pip, just establish the run. If you want to pass the ball on 2nd and 3rd down, cool, but run on first down. Or if Pacheco gives you 5 yards on first down, it's not against the rules to run on 2nd down. And if it's 3rd and short, that's when these type of pieces are most effective. You got Kelsey on 3rd and short, you got Rashee Rice 3rd and short, you got McKinnon 3rd and short. That's what they do. You know what I mean? There's no reason why you got to be, consistently 3rd and 8, 3rd and 13. If you lose 7 on first down, now you 2nd and 17, and then now you got to try to get everything and have it things go downfield, and you over here have to throw to Justin Watson. Like, no, it's not going to be optimal in that situation. It's Justin Watson. But so Andy has to dial it back a little bit. Even on 3rd and short, sometimes we see the east-west stuff. We see, just go get the first down, bro. You have runners that are capable. You have an offensive line that is capable. You have Mahomes who has legs. It doesn't always have to be, this razzle dazzle stuff. I think they have to dial it back a little bit. And then with the Dolphins, man, shit, if we're going to sit there and say the Bills suck, Bills walloped the Dolphins. So what are the Dolphins? Because when have they beat a good team?
What you call a baby dolphin? Just a baby dolphin?
I don't know. A little flipper.
A fetus? A dolphin fetus? I don't know, man. But we spoke about it, and it's you can see it. When they get hit in the mouth early. It's not even like a drag out game. They get dragged early. And like Keith said, the Chiefs let them back in this game. We've seen it with the Bills, the Eagles. When they're out, they're out. They're out for the count. They cannot come back because it's too cute. It's too cute. Now, they might make the playoffs. They might not, but they're not going to get home field. So you going to take that finesse shit to the cold? That shit ain't going to work. That shit don't work in Miami because bully ball travels. If you a bully in the cold, you a bully in the warm. It's not going to work. They have to change the formula. Logic, he can draw it up, but this offseason, he going to have to tweak something. They're going to have to tweak the personnel. Everybody's a track star on that team. They need a Leonard Fournette or some shit to switch it up. But
I just don't think Tua is that guy for them to hit the ceiling that they want. I think that you can have some great moments with Tua. I think he can get you to the playoffs. I think he will. It's not like he's going to mess up the money. I just don't think he's going to make the money.
Because you think about it, it should have been 21-21. Really, if he don't throw it, whatever the hell with that was, whatever you want to call that.
The Wilson? Yeah, I don't know what that was. The Wilson. That
they said it was miscommunication, but it looked like a flutter. I don't know what that
shit. Even if it was miscommunication, it still came out ugly and nasty. I mean, it was nasty.
That wasn't going to be a completion, whether Wilson ran the right route or not. That was a dud.
That was definitely a dud.
That was a dud. All right, let's keep it moving. Minnesota defeats the Falcons 31-28. Josh Dobbs in relief duty completes 20 passes for 158 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tyler Heineke completed 21 passes, 38 out of 38 attempts, 1 touchdown and a pick. Before we get started, hey, yo, Josh.
Yeah, for sure.
Yo, you just got there, dog. Yeah, you on the sideline, practicing the cadence before you go in. Consummate professional, man. Salute to you, dog. Don't know why you're not in black and gold, but I'm happy for you, bro.
You wish you had him?
Yo, we got Mason, dog. You mean
nigga, you got Kenny.
Talking about over Kenny.
That's what the talk too. What people saying, would you take Dobbs over Kenny?
Oh, I ain't gonna. I saw that. I saw that too, but Josh Dobbs is a really solid backup. I seen him as a starter. I'm not gonna go that far, but he's a really solid backup. But for you to step into this situation, you don't know the playbook. You literally just got there. And a lot goes to him being a marine biologist, whatever the fuck he graduated college from. He's an extremely intelligent guy. I'm sure he can pick up on things quick, as we can see. But, yo, that's not easy, dog. That's not easy. 158 yards?
Maybe he's more than a solid backup, because the Cardinals were trying to
we've seen him as a starter, though. No. I seen him as a starter. And
Where?
He started. Oh, are you talking about like a permanent starter? I just said I've seen him start games. As a permanent, I think he deserves a permanent starter. He deserves somewhere to start. He's earned that. Then we can really judge and see, all right, yo, this. But as a backup, that's what you want from your backup. He more than holds the fort down. He can win you games. It's Mariano Rivera. He coming off the bench hot.
Yeah, I mean, Falcons can't get out their own way. I mean, it's a game they should have definitely. That's the game they definitely shouldn't have lost. I mean, I don't know what they like. I said, we always talk about them saying they ain't need Lamar, but they have quarterback away. They literally have talent on every opposition. Quarterback not that good to me. Maybe it's Arthur Smith, or maybe some of his coaching decisions. But it's a game they definitely should have lost. So I'm looking at definitely shout out to Josh to Dawes, but I'm looking at them more from the Falcons' perspective. Like, it's a game they can't get out their own way. They should be the best team in the NFC South. They really should be. They just can't get out their own way. They can't win. They can't win close games.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. I don't know how they rank these defenses. Number 6 defense shouldn't let a backup come in and do that. Because I know in our heyday, both our heydays, a backup quarterback coming in with 150 and 2 tuds. Excuse me, y'all defense
without Justin Jefferson. Don't forget that.
Without Justin Jefferson,
they don't even have the best defense in the division. I think the Saints got the best defense. They consistently show up.
I think so. That's why I don't know how they rank it. It's got I don't know who they haven't played anybody.
They don't be playing nobody.
They haven't played anybody.
And they always running the ball, so it takes away time of possession for the other team. So I know the formula. It's like they're playing keep away, but you can't play keep away when teams putting that pressure on you. Problem is Josh Dobbs shouldn't be putting that, in that situation, shouldn't be putting that pressure on you.
They shouldn't be the Falcons shouldn't be 4-5. They should not be 4-5. Yo. They should be better than that.
Arthur Smith is not a good coach. Heineke played well last week, especially compared to what they've been getting.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't getting shit with Ritter. I mean, they was actually able to move the ball vertically.
Right.
Throw the ball in the air. It's like, wow, a pass play, amazing. But but then you see Josh Dobbs on the other side, wheeling and dealing. It's craziness.
Winning with his legs and all that. Shout out to him. Yo, Falcons, y'all do have Bijan Robinson. Like when you get on the goal line, you ain't got to run all that cute shit with Jonnu Smith.
Arthur Smith.
Yo, come on, yo, what you doing, dog? And you came from Tennessee with running backs. Like you should see him. You should see that thoroughbred and say, "Oh my God,"
giving him 30 times.
What? But hey, not my team. I don't care. Browns defeat the Cardinals 27-0. Yeah. We knew this game was gonna go this way.
Arizona knew this game was gonna go this way too. They wanted it to go this way.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's how they wanted it to go. You trade Dobbs and Kyler not ready.
I don't even know why they are playing Kyler. They're if practice goes well, he's playing as
well. Yeah, like you won 8. I mean, there's no reason for them to bring him back.
Evaluation. It's a new coaching staff, new GM, and they want to know if they need to trade him or.
But my thing, you already
Call of
know
Duty come out Friday. Go. Kyler Murray ain't gonna
be
no good Sunday.
Word? Oh, that's crazy.
You already know bet against him when Call of Duty come out.
I feel like they already know they don't want him.
Well, I mean, if that's the case, then there wouldn't be no reason to play him. I agree, but they play him.
I feel like they already know, but you can't lose nothing playing him. You just gonna fuck him up. But if you don't want him,
even if you don't want him, you got to put some tape out there post ACL so you could trade him for the highest value you can get for him. So if he goes out there and balls and you don't want him, you draft a quarterback, but he balls on tape and you got that on the tape. And then you're like, hey, I'm going to need a couple first round picks for him, as opposed to the mystery of how's he healing? He's 5'8", you know what I'm saying? That type of thing.
I was about to say, you don't think he could command at least one right now without touching the field, just off of what he's done? No,
not with an ACL. And his size, he ain't 6'6".
But he ain't gonna grow.
He needs his legs. I need to see what I'm giving multiple first round picks for. Me personally, anyway. If it was my team, I'd need to see it. Not that I don't trust the talent. I'm inquiring because I like the talent, but I gotta do my research. And 5'8", and if your legs are compromised, he can't sit there and be a statue. He's gonna get himself hurt again. They're gonna fuck him up.
Yeah.
So he has to be able to run around.
Yeah, that's a fact. Green Bay defeats the Rams 20-3. The mystery. Why did we all pick the Rams? I know why Nick picked the Rams, but why did we all pick the Rams? Brett Rippon, too close to Ripken, completed 13.
I don't know why I listen to y'all.
For 100, you usually that was the time to go on the island, not the
That's why we fucking up.
130 yards and a pick. Jordan Love, 20 completions. 220. Hey, we beat y'all. We beat the best team in the league. Don't forget that, dude. Remember, 228 yards and a touchdown.
That's the only reason. That's the only reason he gave us that. That's crazy.
I know that's that. He set us up for that.
Fucking
devious. Y'all up.
Come on, up for that one.
Come on, I set y'all up. Come on, yo. Y'all should know me better than that.
Yeah, the Rams ain't shit without Matt. They ain't shit without Matthew Stafford. I don't even know if they win with Matthew Stafford. I don't know if they win yesterday with Matthew Stafford the way they look, but yeah. I mean, so the Packers ain't show me that. I mean, they just beat down on a bad team. They both middle line team. I don't know. This game was a dud. I watched the highlights. I ain't watched 1 second of that shit.
The Rams couldn't move the ball. So I think if they could have moved the ball, they definitely would have had a chance to win. I mean, Jordan Love, some of the points to put on the board was because of Brett Ripien, the short field, the mistakes, even when they got the package to make a mistake and the Rams were given a short field, Brett Ripien fucks it up and throws a pick. So it's like, I don't even know how he's a backup quarterback.
Saying that, I was about to say,
I don't know
how do some of these
criteria.
backup quarterbacks get jobs? How do they get jobs?
I don't know the criterion, for backup quarterback if that's the standard. I'd rather have RG3 come in. I ain't gonna hold you. I'd rather have RG3 come in.
We're capping it for all that.
Like Brett Ripien is horrible. He could not complete a pass, and they have Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. You saw what they can do with a competent quarterback. Yo, you can't complete a pass, yo.
I was wondering if Stetson was still in rehab or some shit. Like something.
I don't know what's up.
Like how didn't he get the helmet? That's crazy. But yeah. Brett,
I would have traded for Mason before I roll with Brett Ripien. Like what?
Trubisky, something. We'll give
anybody.
Either one.
Josh Johnson. Anybody. Yeah. Fucking Tyler Huntley. Like what you want, baby? Like
yeah, for real. But salute to Green Bay, and win is a win, right? The Commandos defeat the Patriots 20-17. Sam Howell, 29 completions, 325 yards, touchdown and a pick. Mac Jones, 24 completions, 220 yards, touchdown and a pick.
Yeah, Mac Jones is not good, man. No, I watched the highlights of some of his games. He can't hit the open players. Like, he might make a throw where his receiver come down, but he just can't hit open players. Like, it be players running wide open for the Patriots, and he throwing it 4 yards to the right, 5 yards over their head. So they, once again, is one of the teams where, same thing I said about, so they need the quarterback. They're going to have to start looking for a quarterback, and basically it's going to be a reset for them. Belichick ain't the same. This defense not the same. I mean, you say that, and they was right in the game. There was a Juju Smith contested catch from sending that drive into the game. But yeah, like I said, once these games ain't too much to say about them. These teams ain't going nowhere. None of these teams gonna make the playoffs none of these 4 teams should make the playoffs that we just talked about. But good win for the Commandos.
I mean, I got a similar point of view, but I would just counter it like they don't got no skill players. Like
no, they don't.
They have good coaching, but it doesn't matter because Belichick doesn't choose good skill players on either side of the ball. And the free agents that they prioritize don't have impact. The Devontae Parkers, the Kendrick Bournes, the Jujus, they don't have much impact. The Hunter Henrys, they don't have much impact. The Ezekiel Elliott's, they don't have much impact. And then defense, again, it's not a lot of skill players. It's not a lot of speed on either side of the ball. You know what I mean? So I'm not even gonna cape for Mac Jones. I don't think he's good. I always thought that draft class was. Yeah, you know what I mean? Basura. But I don't know if he has anything to work with. I don't know if they have anything to work with as far as at the quarterback position. I think they got to search far and wide for a replacement. But I think the problem is way bigger than quarterback with that particular team, just because they got to get somebody to replace Belichick as far as personnel decisions and scouting and what they emphasize. Like they ain't got no, like you can look at some teams and see the electricity that teams have, the explosiveness. They don't got none of that.
And it's crazy because they've really never had outside of Randy Moss.
Yeah, but that works.
Tom Brady.
That works back then with Tom Brady.
Yeah, we got the GOAT. Yeah,
you don't got that.
Hell no.
And it's 2023 where explosiveness wins weeks.
Because if on the Commander side, if Sam Howell ain't shit, he's a gunslinger. He gonna throw that bitch. And if he don't turn the ball over, they'll be in games because of that. On the other side, nah, Mac ain't that. Who you gunslinging it to? Because Sam got weapons. Dotson, McLaurin, they got weapons over there. On the Patriots side, it was nothing. Juju, they was just talking about his knee is exploding, and you
your
need
number
him to
one
make
receiver's knee is gonna explode.
Yeah, you need him to catch a pass on the final drive. His knee was about to explode.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. Moving right along. The Saints defeat the Bears 24. I'm sorry, 24-17. Tyson Bagent, think I got it right. 18 completions, 220 yards, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Derek Carr, 25 completions, 211 yards, 2 touchdowns, played a clean game.
Taking care. I mean, beat the team you're supposed to beat at this time. That's all this is. You got to beat. I mean, they ain't look great. They ain't look great, but they came up with a W, and now they over 500 and they in first place in the division. So they did what they had to do. Like I said, I want to see the Saints play. How they look against better teams. I feel like they haven't played a lot of good teams either. I gotta look at the schedule, but you do what you gotta do. You win the games you're supposed to win at home. And like I said, once you look up and it's the end of December, January, you're gonna find yourself in a good playoff picture.
Now remember, kids, they had a complete 17 weeks off schedule. So
yeah, right. So they ain't. So we ain't gonna get no test from them until but they doing what they got to do. Right. Like I said, 5-4, right where you need to be, especially in that division. That division is soft and trash.
Yeah, I think they're the best team in that division, and that division is ass. That's just really what it is. It's not saying much. It's not like, somebody saying like they're a good team. It's just that team, best team in that particular division, because they got the most, they have the most decorated quarterback, right? Most accomplished quarterback, and they got the most accomplished defense. I think that defense, with some of the veterans they have mixed in with some of the youth, they're opportunistic. They were flying, to the ball yesterday as far as they consistently get turnovers. And that's the strongest suit of their team. And then on the flip side, they started using Alvin Kamara like it was 2021 again. Like I was looking for this shit last year. You know what I'm saying? When I had him in fantasy, I'm like, wait, hold up. Y'all throwing this nigga every play? Like when that start happening again? But, right. They have a lot of playmakers. Olave was getting off yesterday. Taysom Hill was getting off, throwing for a touchdown, running for, I think he caught a touchdown and threw for a touchdown. I mean, they got motion, but it's not much motion because it's just the NFC South, yo. Like,
it's in the river, not the ocean. They got motion in the river, not the ocean.
None of that.
Yeah, none of that. Texans outlast in a shootout, 39-37 against the Bucks. Baker Mayfield, 21 completions, 265 yards, 2 touchdowns. Rookie CJ Stroud, 30 completions, 470 yards, 5 touchdowns, no turnovers.
Yeah,
Houston,
talk about it.
We got a problem.
That's what I'm saying. Not to say that we're running from what we will be running from, but I'm just glad we played him. And I'm happy that we played him. We played him. But it was impressive to see the throws he was making. It was his one throw, that Tank Dell touchdown run up the sideline, not the game winner. One of the other ones where he just is in the pocket, the way he dipped his shoulders. He looked like a veteran quarterback. It was like he's playing football. He's dialed in. He keeps, when you think about the way quarterbacks play, you think about the greatest quarterbacks in the game. You think about their pockets presence. You see that all in CJ Stroud. So it's only up from him. If the Texans can, if Ryans can, put a couple fixes in that defense, they're gonna be scary. And nobody running away with that self. The Jaguar, they only 2 games up, and they beat the Jaguars, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like it's right there. It's right there for the taking. But they're gonna be scary for years to come. He's a good coach, and they got that guy. It's good to know that you got your guy probably for the next 10 years. That's
step one right there.
He was Nitty
getting
guy too.
Your guy. Yeah, it's true.
I'm about to
getting
say,
your guy.
You look at the highlight, Tampa Bay scores with 46 seconds left, and he's got to go down and get 7, and that's what they do. I was going to talk about the head coach's aggression as well. It was some point, I think, third quarter. It might have been the beginning of the fourth quarter. They were only down 1 point, 4th and goal from the 9. And he elected to go for it and scored a touchdown, threw it to the tight end. But CJ Stroud is only the 6th player in NFL history with 450 passing yards, 5 touchdowns, and no interceptions. And it's only his 9th NFL game. So the sky's the limit for him. His poise is uncharted for a rookie quarterback. And so I'm just looking forward to seeing him grow more.
Yeah, you saw him a lot yesterday. You knew all about that, Keith, right? CJ Stroud.
You got him in
he's well learned. He's well learned.
He picked up.
That's why you 7-1, huh?
And he picked up
1. Oh, okay.
I played Keith yesterday.
Oh yeah.
I know what he's talking about. I ain't paying him no mind.
Yeah. But now listen,
how many points he put up? How many fantasy points?
Like 42.
Enough. You just heard what I said. 450. Whatever you said.
thinking that's close to like a, close to one of them 50-point. I need one of them
Damn
for
near.
Pat, yo.
But shit, but that's why I don't. That's why
in.
people like CJ Stroud is why I don't want to be talking about Kenny Pickett. I don't want to be talking about Justin Fields. Like, he's a rookie doing this, and sometimes when you see greatness, you smell it through the wrapper. He been like this since week 2. He ain't just dumbing out. He been like this. But this was crazy. This is crazy.
Y'all. This is against crazy. Y'all. He showed like, oh
yeah, he ain't played bad against us.
He had 300. He had 300 his second game of his career, and I'm like,
homeboy got something. I seen it up
close
personal.
I
said, oh shit.
And Tank Dell like that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Nico Collins.
Yo, they
got a squadron, yo.
They get a platoon in that backfield that you can just.
They get an O-line. They haven't had an O-line all year, and that's why I don't want to hear nothing about Justin Fields. You know what I mean? Every time it's always a goddamn excuse. This nigga is on his 4th starting center.
Yeah,
CJ Stroud's on his 4th starting center.
They didn't even kick it yesterday after the half. That shit was crazy.
Running back kicking the ball.
Running back kicking.
Yeah, you know what I like about it, Sco? When I look at his completions, he it's 11.2 yards per completion. So he throwing the ball down the field. It's just not no dinking and dunking for a rookie quarterback. So I mean, it's impressive, man.
They gave him the keys to a Lamborghini. Well, they gave him the keys, and they ain't know if it was a Lamborghini or what. But he's I got one of them exotic joints.
So this their next 4 games: Bengals, Cardinals, Jaguars, Broncos. So you would say 3 out of 4 of them, 3 out of 4 of them winnable.
Yeah, for real.
Because they didn't beat the Jags.
You said what's the next 4 games?
They got Cincy coming out of the bye week. Then they got the Cardinals at home, Jaguars at home, and then the Broncos at home.
And they beating some good teams. They beat the Steelers.
We weren't good at that point yet.
No. Y'all a good team. No, y'all a good team, baby. Y'all playoff team.
No. They could walk around and say they beat us for real, for sure.
That Bengals game will be a good check for. Will be a good test for them.
Yo, we really gonna get another fucking.
They don't play the Bengals. They play the Bengals this weekend, right?
Shit. Say that again, Keys.
Yeah, they play the Bengals this week. Yeah,
this weekend. Okay, so that's gonna be a good test. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a real good test.
Damn. Another
Bengals
fucking
7-point favorites.
And CJ, your post game, the maturity translates to the field. For you to and he's had some personal things, ESPN and all of those guys. I highlight that shit. He's had some personal in his life, in that post game. Had a game like that, and to say, nah, I'm talking about this. I like that young man. Moving right along, we got the Colts defeating the Panthers 27-13. Gardner Minshew, 17 completions, 127 yards, and a touchdown. Bryce Young, 24 completions, 173 yards, 1 touchdown, 3 picks. 2 of them went back to pay dirt.
There go one right there.
Yeah,
if I'm Frank, right, I'm salty.
Yeah, I mean,
wow, you picked them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
didn't he want Stroud?
I at this point we need to see the draft.
Yeah, I need to see the card.
I see where you hadn't rated him at, because at this point it ain't no way you took him and you
look at this right here.
I think ownership wanted Young. He wanted Stroud. If I'm Frank Wright, I'm blown.
Yeah.
It was Frank Wright. And what's the QB coach name who used to play in the league with him?
McCown.
Yeah, McCown. Yeah.
McCown said they wanted to hoop together. Yeah, they was like, yo, hopefully we can hoop or some shit. Yeah.
Look at Jimmy say.
The way it looked, he was going.
Yo, you can't talk about Jonathan Taylor the way that you did and hold. Nah, fuck that. Get it. Nah. That's why I just be disrupting drugs while I'm at.
Perkins was calling, Scott.
Yeah, that's another thing that's just sticking around. That's why I don't think that the Colts ain't gonna lay down. They good defensively. They got a good run game. It's gonna be Gardner Minshew not gonna be Gardner Minshew at this point. They well coached. They very well coached. So it's a good win for them. They right there. Like I said, that South division. I mean the Jaguars. They good, but I think it's gonna come down to them the final few weeks of the season, especially if the Texans beat they beat the Jaguars again. I think the Colts are right there in the mix. It's going to depend on Gardner Minshew, but they got to get a solid run team, a solid run game. They very good defensively at every level. They got players defensively. The Colts do, and Steichen proving to be a decent coach.
And that's what's scary about the South. Like you coming into the season, you saying it should be the Jaguars division for the next 2-3 years, maybe, and now you're looking at it. the rise of the Texans.
Oh
what
shit,
the
CJ
Colts look
Stroud is
like.
good. Fuck.
Yeah. What the Colts look like. I mean, Anthony Richardson looked good pre-shoulder injury. Will Levis has tossed the ball pretty well.
Yeah.
For his first 2 weeks. So
some
I
good
mean,
young
maybe a
quarterbacks in
division
that
that's
division.
going up and up. Yeah, for sure. And there's
Yeah.
some good coaches in that division.
All four, yeah, all four of them good. Yeah, so good win for the Colts, but yeah, I look at the 6'3", 240-pound quarterback that can sling it.
Nah,
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what Bryce Young did in college. Yo, you're 5'7". Sorry.
Yo, he threw 2 pick sixes to the same.
He beat
person.
CJ last
to
week.
the same dude.
Damn.
The same.
But more y'all for me.
He done made somebody a Pro Bowl in one game.
Did he?
You talking about
An
incentive?
What?
Right.
I'm gonna send him a gift. Thank you.
2 pick sixes? I know it's something in his contract to say, yo, all right, that's like at least
I wonder if he's married.
$500,000.
Because if he's not, he was out on that town going nuts.
Oh, two pick sixes?
Literally and figuratively.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Baby, check my highlights.
Yeah.
Check my highlights. Fuck is you saying? That's you running? Yeah, that's me. That's me. That's me.
and then you do that on the same day Stroud does his historic performance. Like, listen, going forward, I want all say.
He just
like,
beat him last week.
I don't want to argue with y'all no more because now I got to deal with this.
Nah.
He just got him head to head last week. He been getting him head to head their whole career though. They go back to California days. So.
And that's the only win too. It's like bittersweet, right?
CJ ain't beat that nigga yet, huh?
Frank Wright felt good for a week.
Right.
For a week. Woke up this morning and saw what CJ did.
Pepper was like, "I told you. See, I told you." Now he acting.
Damn. See, 470. That ain't fake. All right, Raiders defeat the Giants, 30-6. Timmy DeVito, Tony DeVito. I don't know who the fuck this is. But he completed 15 passes for 175 yards and 2 interceptions and a touchdown. Yeah.
I don't know why this is the same thing as the to me. Damn Jones. It's the same thing as the Rams Packers game. I don't know why the hell we all picked the Giants. What was our reasoning?
Danny.
But we don't believe in him anyway. We don't believe in Daniel Jones. So
all right, Danny Dimes or Aiden O'Connell. The choices are trash, but
it's as much as mess as the Raiders has been, they still got 4. They 4-5. Like they still in contention. Like it's not they right there. But I guess we believe in Danny Dimes, but that's our last time.
That's damn near a fireable offense, yo.
Yeah,
he's
injured now.
Yeah, so he's done. It ain't no more. It ain't no more of that. But shout out to the Raiders. Like I said, shout out to Pierce. They played well. They showed up. And they got a winnable game. They played the Jets. I think they played the Jets next weekend, Sunday Night Football. That's a winnable game. You 500, like I said, they right where they need to be. They got a lot of talent. The Raiders got a lot of talent. So we're really about to see was it really Josh McDaniels. That's what we're about to see over the next couple of weeks.
Man, it's never good when every single player is like, "Hey,
we
got to walk on eggshell." Yeah, we ain't got to walk on eggshell.
You got the one game coming in, the adrenaline, the new coach. We gonna see. It's gonna show. We gonna see. If you can coach, you can coach. If you can't, you can't. So people
buying in is half the battle when they ready to put a war for you.
All that rah-rah stuff
in that video, him and Rob Spilly.
That rah-rah stuff gonna run out though when you ain't playing Daniel Jones and the Giants though. So we'll see.
When you got Mahomes on that other side, but
and I think the flip side too is I think they had an emotional high because of the coach, and they all wanted to play hard for him. So you had that extra, juice going into the game. But also, Daniel Jones tore his ACL pretty early. Like
he did.
Danny DeVito ain't good. He ain't good for business. He ain't good for nobody's business.
He just had 3 completions a week ago for -1 yards, I believe. So if you're asking why did we all pick them? If you told me Danny DeVito was going to play,
definitely wouldn't have picked him.
Yeah, hell no.
Definitely wouldn't have picked him.
And I don't think Aiden O'Connell is that much better. Because if you notice, Devontae Adams has gotten less and less involved, and Jacoby Myers has gotten less and less involved. They've run the ball more, which is good with Josh Jacobs. But when the skill players, when their stats start and their production starts to come down, I start to look at the quarterback and it's like, can you get these guys the ball consistently? If they can't get their best players the ball consistently, I don't see success going forward. But I don't know. Maybe O'Connell can show us something. I don't think it's going to be Pierce's fault, though. I think the way the players are responding to him, he should probably get another opportunity, even if it's just next year, just to show me, get him a quarterback, get him a rookie, a real rookie, whatever. But I don't think he should be judged by results right now. I think he should be judged by process. And I think the process has started off, like you saw them vibing after the game with the victory cigars. It's just like people are like, why they got victory cigars? It's like, cause nigga,
the environment out. We got coming from a Patriots environment. Nah, we got to loosen the shit up around here. Pause. Like, nah.
He's relax. A former player. Like, yeah,
he get it. He get it. He get it. Salute to them. I'm happy for him. Happy for him. The Eagles defeat the Cowboys 28-23. Dakota Prescott completed 29 passes for 374 yards, 3 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 17 completions, 207 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, it's a great game. I'm just I want to see the rematch now. Like I wish they played again next weekend.
That was a great game.
Yeah, I'm ready for the rematch. I hope we get it to where they gotta play again, of course, but I hope we get it where we'll be able to see this game in the playoffs too. Good game. They match up well with each other. Dak played his ass off.
Yeah, he did.
It just came down to the Dallas ain't make the play. That's all it came down to. And the Eagles made pretty much 1 or 2 more plays than they did. But like I said, when it was in Dallas, we'll see. And if they play each other in the playoffs, we'll see. But this was a great game. This was old-fashioned NFC East football, and it was good. It was good to see. But yeah, I'm not going to take this away. A lot of people saying Dallas played well. They just say the Eagles was just better.
Yeah, they played well. I just didn't like them not clocking it at the end. Mm-hmm. Like, you can clock it in.
That's McCarthy, man.
Exactly.
It comes down. That's what it comes down to. Is McCarthy?
That ain't his first defense. First defense.
Because I can't even blame that. You get to the line and it don't come through the air. That clock it. Fuck it. We just gonna do some backyard football shit. Get open, but you had 25 seconds. Clock it.
Goddard gonna be a big loss to Philly too.
Yeah,
depending on how long he out. That's gonna be a big loss for them. Yeah, because he opened a lot of stuff up. A lot of people, he run underneath, open them lanes up from receivers. So it's gonna be a good. But the Eagles not particularly playing well. They just more talented than everybody, and that talent be showing at the end of the game. That's what it is. I mean, but 8-1, it's nothing to seize that. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I was gonna say it was literally inches that separated the game. I mean, the 4th and goal stop that they got on the tight end, he just ain't get in the end zone right there. Then Dak steps out of bounds on a 2-point conversion where it looked like he would have scored. I mean, then at that point you playing for 3 on the last drive.
Yeah, you kicking a field goal.
Yeah, you kicking a field goal. So, but I saw an interesting stat earlier that the Cowboys are 29th in the red zone this year under McCarthy. They were first last year with Kellen Moore, so they definitely taking a step back in the red zone. Not as efficient.
That's nasty. That's nasty.
And that just doesn't look good. So they got to clean that up if they're going to go anywhere in the playoffs and be formidable. You got to score in the red zone, especially in December and January.
Thanks.
Shout out to CD Lamb too.
Yeah, I just think it was mainly. I don't think it was anything the Eagles did as much as it was the inches. Football's a game of inches, and if you don't stay in bounds, those opportunities were the game, literally.
And they outgained the Cowboys yesterday by over 100 yards, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, the Eagles. Mm-hmm. The Cowboys outgained the Eagles, by over 100 yards yesterday. So
I like the adjustment Mike McCarthy has made, because we talked about it earlier this season. They had the leash on Dak Prescott, trying to limit his mistakes. Right. And we talked about it, Sko. I can live with the mistakes if it's coming with 370 and 3. Today, I mean, last night was a pretty clean game. I mean, he didn't have any mistakes, and you can see, he can fling the ball. People talk about the turnovers, but I'll always say, if you're making more plays than turnovers, I can live with the turnovers. We just, you know what I mean? Like, because when you put him on a leash, the offense wasn't doing anything. CD Lamb, they was talking about he's a number 2 receiver. That was the ESPN topics. They ain't saying that no more though.
He's not living up to 88.
Yeah, right. They're not talking about that no more.
Yeah, all right. It's week to week by them. For y'all, I saw a couple weeks ago. Hey, did the Ravens make a mistake paying Lamar? Now.
The Ravens are the best team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Thank you, Unc. Yeah.
That's a former Raven, though. He a part of the fraternity.
I guess.
He want to ring with y'all, yo. You know what I mean,
He was here for a year too.
Yeah, y'all got replaced by Todd Heap. It's crazy. Salute to Todd.
He was nice though.
He was. He was nice. If he had a better quarterback, probably would have played longer. Man, Kyle Bowler was medicine balls.
Kyle Bowler ruined Jamal Lewis' career too.
Kyle Bowler ruined a lot of people's careers.
We had to run him into the ground because he couldn't throw a pass.
Yeah, Bill Bellick, Brian Billick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Billick ain't never get a job after that Kyle Bowler.
Damn sure. He kept starting him because he dating your
been on
daughter?
NFL.
Bill
Been on
Belichick
NFL Network.
Never. He
My
would never.
man said he could throw the ball on his knees 70 yards through the field goal post. I was like,
you're never gonna do that.
That never scored points. That don't score you points. Like,
matter of fact, it's a sack if you do that. Like,
wait, you said Bowler was dating his daughter?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah. They also said that about Jamarcus Russell. Yo, he could throw the ball 80 yards on his knee.
Well, he was just a dope head.
Hey,
Jamarcus Russell was a lean. He was dope.
Let me tell you something.
He liked the lean too much. He couldn't get off the lean.
I don't care what a man does on his knees. Period. Let's just put it to you like that. Period.
Pouring too many fours in the 20.
Like, come on. Yo lost $60 million. Yo, boy.
Not over lean. I would. Come on, yo.
Yeah.
How you gonna buy the lean now?
Women,
that shit expensive.
Yeah.
You need
like,
$60 million.
I was wild. I was tricking off crazy. I was tricking off crazy. You get a mill. I was Oprah with the, but lean.
It ain't that much tricky.
Yo, come on, yo. Come on, yo.
You would have been Zion out here.
Oh wow.
Jada Fire, you get one.
Oh my
God, yo.
Go would have had better choices, that's for sure.
Yo,
come on, man.
All four of us would.
Yeah. Why you trying to bring us in this? Why you trying to bring us in?
Don't indict me.
Y'all better play Kobe, right?
Allegedly. Hypothetically.
All four, of course.
Keep that separate like we do Ravens Steelers. Don't try to
No, this different. Nah. Bengals defeat the Bills 24-18. Yeah, for sure. This is not me on the screen. AI. Josh Allen completed 26 passes for 258 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Joe Burrow, 31 completions, 348 yards, 2 touchdowns. This game thoroughly confused me.
I mean, we've been saying this about the Bills for what? Since Josh Allen came into the league, when Dayball was there anyway. Outside of his 8 carries he had, they ran the ball. Cook had 6 and Murray had 2. You're not going to win with 8 carries, but outside of your quarterback. This is not going to happen. Especially not against the Bengals, because they're gonna run the ball, they're gonna control the clock. You can't just drop back and throw the ball 38 times and expect to win. It's not gonna happen in the NFL, yo. You gotta threaten them some type of way with the run. Even if you're not successful with it, you gotta have to carry the ball more than 8 times as your running back. You're not threatening, you're not doing anything. They just sitting back looking at Josh Allen. Everybody, all eyes on the defense on Josh Allen. And as much as I get on Josh Allen about his turnovers and all that, they asking too much of him. You can't, is Lamar got a running game. All the great quarterbacks, they got a running game. Everybody got a running game. The Bills not gonna be able to do nothing. The Bills not gonna be able to do nothing running the ball with just 8 carries outside of your running back. It's not gonna happen. And the record show, the 5-4 record show it. It shows it. It shows that I'm not gonna say they're not a good team. I'm not gonna say they're not gonna bounce back. But if they keep playing the way they playing right now, with the way they playing offense, they might not make the playoffs. Not gonna happen. Because the team's adjusting. They're going to drop back. They're going to drop 8 in coverage. Not going to let Josh Allen beat this. Not going to let him throw the ball around the field all day. It's not going to happen.
I mean, I think they're going to bounce back because they always go through this little rut in the middle of the season, and they usually end up where they want to be towards the end of the season. We've seen this in previous seasons. I think the issue last night is I actually think that was a great point you made about running the ball and the time of possession. I mean, there was a point in which the Bills barely touched the ball in the first half because the Bengals were able to just have long, sustained drives. Yeah. The Bills' defense has been non-existent, and that's not part of their formula. Part of their formula was Josh playing hero ball, yes, which I'm not arguing you about whether that's good for business or not. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is to mix it with that, the other part of the formula was playing great defense, and that's something that they just did not do. Joe Burrow was able to stay on the field on third down. That was a problem, right?
People not, I mean, cut you off real quick, but people not talking about the Leslie Frazier.
I was just about to bring him up.
People not talking about it a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, they have not been the same defensively. You can mention injuries, so to speak, but everybody got injuries, man. It's the NFL. They're not playing the way they need to play. And then on the flip side, because they don't run the ball consistently or efficiently enough, you're asking Josh to be perfect. And then he didn't have many turnovers yesterday, so it wasn't a turnover issue. But Dalton Kincaid had a red zone turnover, and he was balling. Don't get me wrong. I love that rookie. He's nice. But that turnover was the game. So if they score a touchdown, so to speak, on that possession, it's a one-score game. And you saw what they were able to do the following time they had the ball, when they got the ball to Diggs in the end zone. Their path to coming back was that possession where Dalton Kincaid fumbled. Once he fumbled, it was a wrap because, again, came back to get down to defense, 3rd and 4. Joe Mixon got 5. You know, if you can't hunker down and get a stop on 3rd down at any point in the game, you're not going to lose or beat any of these teams that are, you know, good with good quarterbacks. So the Bengals played a good game. Can't take nothing from them. I think Joe Burrow had a great performance. I think he literally, and he spread the ball around too. It wasn't just, it was Higgins had a big night, but I mean, the tight ends were getting involved. Mixon was getting involved. Like Boyd got involved. He spread the ball around, and it was impossible to get him off the field 3rd down. And that was the difference. He won the game.
Yep.
Yeah. The Bills got to figure that out.
And that schedule not easy either.
Hell no, they gotta.
Yeah, no, they got it hard to do.
Yeah, they got it tough throughout. But I mean, we've spoke about it a lot, and Collinsworth spoke about it a lot. He literally said, "Yo, they're down. Josh Allen has to play hero ball and run it all over the place," and that's what he started doing. That's not a good formula. It's not a good formula for the Bills. It's not going to be a good formula for his career because we've seen it with Cam. Like, yo, I know you big, I know you fast, you will get hurt.
Can't ask your quarterback to do everything. You can't literally ask your quarterback to do every single thing. You can't ask him. You got to help. I mean, he got the weapons, but they got to do something to get a run game. Why can't they get a run game after years and years? I just don't get it.
And think of the double-edged sword. It's probably coaching, not or some. They can scout positions, other positions well. It's just that running back position for whatever reason they just can't scout. Like pickups. Devin Singletary, James Cook, I like him, but if you're not comfortable giving him the ball 25 times, what was the point? Like, why are you getting platoon backs? But as far as just everything, bro, they just gonna have to figure out a way, because the offense looked the best when Josh Allen is playing free, running when he wants to run, and playing fast and no huddle RPOing. You know what I mean? Just playing backyard football, so to speak. But to Key's point, they want to keep him healthy, right? So they say, please don't run. That's running part of his game, yo.
Yeah, it's bread and butter.
That's what makes that team exciting, and not even exciting, just electric and hard to defend. Like when you have him sitting there in the pocket, he can do that too. But it's like Lamar. I don't want him.
I was just about to say that.
I always want him to run.
Yeah.
But y'all have
it. But y'all got it set up to where as though he can.
You can take pressure.
You could take, if he has to run, like Lamar don't have to. Y'all want him to because he's so dynamic with his legs, but he don't have to.
No, if you're gonna get me 300 rushing, if you're gonna give me 300 rushing yards,
oh yeah, and he helps with that. But
you got run.
you got Keaton, you got Gus, you got all these guys. It's got to be Josh or nothing. That is not sustainable. It's not. It's not.
It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be.
Thoughts on the night before we go to commercial break? We got the Chargers, got the Jets.
Listen, if he loses this game, I want to see the ticket come across the screen tomorrow. Get your ass out of here. There's no reason why you should be losing to the Jets and Zach Wilson. You shouldn't be losing to them. But on the other hand, the Jets tough, man. They tough defensively, and they what, the Jets 4-3, ain't they? One.
Yeah.
So I mean, they ain't no slouch. They trying to play for the. They looking at the Bills losing, the Dolphins losing, and they figure we win. We right there for the division. You know, we right where we need to be.
Lost yesterday too.
With a win over the Bills already. So
Yeah,
you know,
and you the Jets defense outside of Dak, you've made all these high profile quarterbacks look goofy. Yeah. Justin Herbert is no different, and his coach will make him look goofy for him. We don't need it. So I don't know. This game is tough. This game is tough.
They expect the Chargers to win the game though, but
they should.
Because Zach like we talked about on Friday. Zach Wilson, what are you going to do? Get you 10 points? Right. I mean, Herbert should at least get you 17, 20 points. Then we talked about that, but it's Staley, man. I don't trust Brandon Staley at all. Like I don't trust him at all.
No, not at all.
If they can play a clean game, I think it's like 20-10 to 20, 23-13. It's just you can't give the Jets points. Can't have no pick sixes or no fumbles where they have the ball at the 10-yard line. You can't be doing stuff like that because if you helping him out, if you helping Zach Wilson out with short fields or whatnot, he can definitely he's good enough to hand the ball to Breece Hall.
Yeah, he's perfect for that.
He'll make a throw. He'll make a throw late too. And you need to make one, but that's about it. I like the Chargers though. He went toe to toe with Danny DeVito last week. That's all I need to see. I like Herbert.
They should pick him off about 3 times, with that deep.
But that's the thing. The Chargers defense.
Come on, this a game
like
that
Breece Hall. I think Breece Hall could get loose tonight.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to. That's the offense.
To win. Yeah, he's gonna have to. Definitely gonna have to.
Gonna have to.
Let's go to the first commercial break. Nitty gritty. This ad is brought to you by Lavelle Body. Lavelle Body is an all-natural, handmade skin and hair care line for men, women, and children. So if your skin is dry, your hair is damaged, or your beard is having problems connecting, shop Lavelle Body today at lavellebody.com or DM Lavelle Body LLC on Instagram. Again, that's lavellebody.com or DM Lavelle Body LLC.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. The fuck happened to you?
Keith, throw my man on the screen, man. Throw my man on the Summer Jam screen. Got James Wiseman, man.
What happened to that boy?
In this game, it's a such thing as pick integrity, take integrity. I said, hey, Warriors, go get him. You need a big man, which they did. And I thought he was their guy. Man, he racking up DNP like it's nobody's business right now. Marvin Bagley. In Detroit with Marvin fucking Bagley. who also could be put on the Summer Jam screen as well. I was wrong. I thought James Wiseman was going to help that team out, under the tutelage of Draymond and all those vets. No
wonder he turned out the way he did.
I know, right? At least he didn't get hit in the face.
Silver lining.
Right.
Keys, who you got?
I got Ronnie Stanley, man.
Oh yeah, he got abused a couple times yesterday.
And not yesterday. It's just all season. This is about 2-3 years, bro. Take away the injury. I mean, it's like at this point now, the Ravens got to start looking for a tackle in the draft. He just a shell of himself. He just can't. It's too many times where he just getting beat. He getting beat. And now other teams starting to take. Before it was like, all right, maybe just still come back. Now other teams starting to take advantage. They putting that fastest pass rusher over him because they know he can get beat. Mm-hmm. And now it's starting to get ridiculous. So it's like we seen this week where he not holding his blocks. He on his ground. He on his ass. Yesterday they gonna say Lamar throwing the ball. That was all Ronnie Stanley. There was nothing Lamar could do. There was literally nothing he could do. So I'm just tired of getting beat. Paying him too much money for him to be playing like that. You removed from that injury now. So either you're gonna get better or you gotta go. We got Super Bowl, we got championship aspirations. We can't have you causing turnovers like that. Too much momentum be going on. You can run the sound getting beat around the edge 4 times a game. You can't do that.
Lamar got to speed up his clock too, because he knows Ronnie sucks. He see it every week in film. Like, damn, he getting beat again. Like, yo, I gotta. Alejandro's basically over there at this point.
Oh.
It's that bad. It hasn't been one game. This is
that's what I said. It's been wild. This is a long time coming now. This has been
Alejandro is disrespectful, but for 23, what's his cap hit? Like 24, 23, something like million. He got a high cap hit, Skull. One of the highest on the team.
It's even too much moving the guard. Guards ain't even supposed to make that kind of money.
He could get Lamar hurt. If you
Yeah.
remember that touchdown, I think it was last week, the touchdown where he threw on one leg. He threw on one leg because Ronnie was almost about to step on his foot.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? He was getting pushed back so much, you know, Lamar had to like lift his leg so he didn't get stepped on. So we didn't have a turf toe or a broken toe or some shit like that. So
last thing we need.
Nick, who
I was
got?
scared yesterday with that.
Oh, the ankle? Yeah, I saw that. I said, oh shit.
Boy,
I like beating Lamar, but I said, oh shit. It's around that time. It's around that time. Oh shit. Around that time. That calendar, the clock went back. It's dark at 5. It's around that time. Hey.
Oh my God.
Nick, who you got?
I thought the same shit. I got LeBron Prophet.
Ooh.
What happened to that boy?
Oh my God.
What happened to that boy?
Oh my God. Shouts out, yeah. Yo, Maryland. I should have put Joe Smith. That's why I should have did.
You know what? That was too
That
good.
shit. I saw the Maryland. I said, damn.
When Nick said LeBron Prophet, I thought about it too.
That's damn, nigga. Look like Joe Smith a little bit. God damn.
Oh my God.
Fuck. Keith, who you got?
I got Bubble TJ Warren.
Out there, and that's usually the best chance to get change.
Is he still hurt? TJ? Is he playing somewhere? Where he at?
Who knows?
He on the Suns, I think. I
Still?
thought so.
I don't think he on the roster right now.
No. Wasn't.
He was
No,
on the
I know.
Suns last year.
I don't think he hooped since the bubble.
Let me see.
I don't think
Yeah, that was probably one of his last buckets he probably had on that video.
Yeah, he last played for them. So yeah, I think he's retired. The league retired.
Damn. Well,
Damn,
got the bubble
Warren.
under your belt. You got the bubble under your belt. Speaking of
The hardest
basketball,
place, the hardest environment to play in too. Right?
niggas was depressed and cheating, yo.
In real life, he's out the league. But the bubble was the hardest environment to play.
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
That vaccine fucked with his ankle or some shit. I don't know.
I guess the fresh air freedom is
Yeah.
too hard for them to excel out.
All the
outside.
freshwater fishing. All the freshwater fishing and shit on site. How we feeling early on in the season? 6 games in, I believe. Haven't really talked much about basketball on here, but go ahead.
How y'all feeling about the in-season tournament, yo?
I'm confused. I didn't think it started that early. I'm not gonna lie. I
Yeah,
thought
I
that
don't
was
know
like
what's going on with
I thought it was an all-star game.
I thought it was going to take a weekend
thing.
off. Yeah, take a weekend off and do it. I didn't know it was
Yeah.
certain games count, certain games don't count. I don't know what the hell going on. Like, I don't know.
The courts are unnecessary.
In season
like-
tournament game A, in season tournament game B. Who the hell knows?
Yeah,
what's
no,
going on with that shit?
I thought it was all-star break. The sucky teams that didn't make the playoffs all play each other for a bag.
Nah, this is all this happened like before Christmas, don't it? Or around that time, I think the end season final is in like December.
Yo, listen to what you just said, Joe.
I don't even know what's
end
going on.
season final. That is disgusting. Yo, they put the trophy in the middle of the court for the end season tournament and not for the finals.
I ain't even watch an in-season game on Friday. I boycotted them. But them
Shit
courts
look
look too crazy.
Watching Boise State play.
Them courts was too
For
loud.
real, them
Courts
courts
look too wild, yo. Like that's a siege alert. They need to fix that.
Epilepsy alert.
Yeah,
God.
something.
Trigger
The Bulls
warning
look like
for
they
the
were
folks
playing in
with-
hell. I ain't gonna hold you. They look like they was playing in hell. Like that jersey. I mean, that was all
Bulls,
red.
yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just
it's
needed
too
the
much.
fire that they be having overseas or with the crowd. It was like, yo,
What is
hooping
going
in
on?
Pelican Bay.
It's unnecessary. Adam Silver though. I would think this would like something like this is supposed to drum up excitement, drum up attention for the league. It's not doing that because people maybe we got to get used to it, but
Bones Holland spoke for all of us. I don't know what the hell going on. He spoke for all of us.
In season finals crazy. That's crazy stuff.
I'm happy players get extra money. I'm never mad at that. But yo, can't you just give it to me for all of that? I gotta play these games anyway. Like, just give me some money. Why I got in?
What's gonna happen when somebody says, I'm the best in-season winner ever.
No,
I have six
not even that.
in-season tournament championships.
When they start counting them. When they start
no,
counting
please
them,
no.
do you get a ring?
You know,
for
it's,
that?
you know it's happening.
Oh yeah.
You know, I never won a championship, but I have 6 in-season tournament championships.
Yo,
and I'm a winner
Yeah,
just the same.
crazy.
I'm a winner.
This is fucking Maui Invitational with NBA and shit. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy.
It's just the Big 10, Big 12 tournament.
They plan on what's that? The battle. They plan on a battleship at the beginning of the season. And shit.
Oh my god!
Like Clayton Clark playing in the fucking Alpha Stadium.
Exactly. This is crazy.
Yo, put these niggas outside. Like, make something. Like, do something.
Just
Put
have
them on
regular
the
basketball.
streets.
That's how you regular basketball. Like, that's all you gotta do.
That's all it is. That's what it is. It is regular basketball. They just putting some bullshit around it. They're just spraying some funky deodorant. Hey, in season tournament. It means more.
It's a. I guess it's a new way of revenue. I guess it's like more ads and whatnot.
Seen the commercials?
I'm assuming, but I just don't like what's
they,
it doing for the quality of the game, for the brand of the game? Like, it's just money.
If I'm everybody, do y'all know if everybody in it? Do everybody get a chance to be in the in-season tournament, or is
everybody's in it?
Yeah, everybody in it.
So the way it works, so like for the next few weeks, every Tuesday and Friday is in-season games. Oh, yeah, so those like the in-season game, but they all count towards your 82. So the only the 2 teams that play in the championship game gonna play 83 games. So it's basically like pool play. So I don't know how many times you play each team in your pool, but I guess they try to make it like the World Cup or something. They doing too much.
If you're saying you wanted to make the regular season relevant, because sometimes you got a lot of people that don't even start watching until after the All-Star break.
Yeah, that's what I'm kind of gauging from it.
I'm thinking
stars, less load management.
I'm thinking that's the reason why, but you ain't gotta put all the participation trophies. Just threaten niggas' pockets.
So when they start naming Eastern Conference and Western Conference Finals MVP trophies, you
gonna count those too.
Anything can happen at that point.
Can you do me a favor? Because I left my phone upstairs. Friday. Can you pull up Friday scores from the NBA?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure I saw nothing but 120 plus scores. Like there was no.
It was pretty, and they was close games too. I think both of them they were like close games. It just wasn't no defense. I
got it up. Like let me see.
Yeah, it's a lot of 100. Yeah, everybody scored in the hundreds.
Yeah, everybody scored 116, 110.
I think the lowest score was 107 that night, or 105.
That Warriors Thunder game was good. That
105. Knicks put up 105.
Yeah, Warriors Thunders was great, but it was 141 to 139. It's just like
125, 114.
We're talking about players playing harder.
Nah, they just jacking. They just jacking.
I think they. How serious are they taking it? Like, do you see playoff games with these type of scores? Maybe in the modern NBA, but
I don't know. Ain't no defense.
But I turn around and look at Saturday games, and everybody scored 100 points except for 2 teams.
Because it's a regular season game. Nobody's hungry down for this shit. Yeah. Nobody hungry down for this shit.
Shit, the Lakers gave up $120 that day to the Magic.
Like, I don't know what you think this is, Adam Silver, but
it ain't it.
Players trying to get their money, man, and they gonna load manage just the same. They just gonna have an injury now. Like that's what players been doing so far this season. They just have a phantom knee injury and be like, "Ow!"
Right. Yeah,
and then they be
can't
low
play. Can't play. Oh no. Yeah, it's all good. This ain't gonna last long. This got about a 3-year window. I mean, shit. Look how quick they changed the All-Star game format back to what it was. They ain't got Yeah.
Now the play-in tournament is a little bit more palatable. I
like the play-in tournament. I like the play-in that, but this in-season tournament shit is pointless.
And I wish the play-in counted towards postseason stats.
The dude from Purdue back again?
Who?
Big boy? What's his name? Edie or something? Yeah, I thought he graduated.
Nah, he tried to declare. You know how they'll put their name out, try to see what the draft stock gonna be like. Forever. Yeah, nah. Bo Nix of basketball. Get your ass back. We don't want you.
That's crazy.
When you see Wemby and Chet, you them? Nah.
No, Bobo is.
Yo. Bobo not even fucking Mike. He not even Mike Williams.
Bobo ain't even Bobo because niggas be talking about Bobo like he a Hall of Famer. He ain't even that nigga.
Yo, you know what? I feel bad for Bo because he was just sitting down minding his business, and Shaq wants to say, "Yo, we seen this before."
Bo likes being at the end of the bench. Bo's worried about the females. He likes dressing nice and being at the end of the bench. He don't want to play.
Bo don't want to be in
if he did, he played defense.
Nope. Nope.
Bo
He want to play the
Quavo.
video games and take. I'm getting paid. I'm 7'3". I look in the mirror. Is that?
It's safe to say Wemby is as advertised, and he's going to be great, like more than great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Chat is going to be a multiple-time All-Star. Let's leave Bobo out of this. Yeah. He don't belong nowhere near them.
Spurs, man, lucky.
Man, Bobo ain't even jailing Durant. Like, let's stop this. Yo, he ain't getting the opportunity. Well, ask yourself why. I once was, Bobo nice. Then when he didn't get time in Orlando, goddamn, it's Orlando. Wendell Carter shouldn't be stopping your train if you nice, dog.
Hey, you just the NBA was like, all right, like if you can help us win games, you're not just about to be on the bench.
Yo, dog, come on, yo. When the last time you seen a nice in any sport? Yo, you so nice. You going, your win shares and this, that, but we gonna keep you at the end of the bench. Use a secret weapon. And then we get to the playoffs. We don't even use you as a secret weapon. We just keep you at the end of the bench. If you make the roster. Ask yourself why. That's not the hill to die on, folks. You ain't gotta have a hot take that bad. You don't.
Just appreciate Wemby because we ain't never seen this shit before. Ever.
Never.
It's wild to watch, man.
Never. He ain't KD. Like he's a whole.
No, he's
him.
Wemby.
He's Wemby.
KD even say, yo, that nigga 1-on-1, yo. I don't.
He tall, yo.
Like, he's 7. Yo, did you see the ground he made up on that block against Houston? That nigga was in the paint. That nigga was in the paint and blocked it with his whole hand. It wasn't his whole hand. Nah, dog, this is different.
Yo, the Euro stepping and like have you seen his pregame routine?
Yeah, that shit don't even look real. Look like AI.
It
shouldn't
looks
even
like,
be able to do that.
It looks like you created a player that with guard skills and like you put all his skills up, but you made his wingspan mad long and he's 7'6". Like,
one of the mods on 2K on a computer though. Like you can't even do that shit on Xbox and PS. You got mod this on a computer. It's crazy. Yeah. It's craziness. Salute to everybody involved and Bobo. Just leave Bobo alone. That I'm telling you, he wants y'all to stop bringing his name up. I guarantee you that. Y'all good before we get up out of here? We straight?
Yeah, one with the Cubs. I don't know what the Cubs are. He fired Ross and hired Craig Counsell. Like they fired him the same day they hired the other coach. It was crazy. Yeah, and they just said I was reading. They said they just said on October 2nd he was our guy, and they brought in Craig Counsell from the Brewers. I can't wait to see that series this year.
Did y'all Rookie of the Year tickets hit yet for Gunner?
Not yet.
No,
not yet. Baseball America voted him Rookie of the Year. Good for him. Good for him.
Good shit, Gunner. Jackson up next. We're gonna churn them out. Keep churning them out.
Man, every time I see him hit the ball, yo, he makes me want to hit baseballs again. Like when I see him hit that, I'm like, God damn, he make me miss that shit. The sound the bat makes when he hits a baseball. I can't wait to see it live. I can't wait. Yo, that Matt Holliday, I don't know what the fuck you cooking up over there. But hey, we want the younger brother too.
Send us a picture. Send us a picture in 20 years. God damn.
Yeah, you ain't lying. That's what we need. Yo, Marcus Stroman.
Somebody. Listen, we're gonna have to spend some money. A little bit. Something.
Cubs didn't pick up his option. He a free agent.
I'm scared, yo. I just want to resign.
I know. I'm scared. You fuck around, get Ubaldo again. I know. But you can't be. Hey, gotta spend that bread because that's really what's stopping us. That's what's stopping us. Ace, the bullpen, and we can't. I mean,
we'd have all that stuff. We'd have all that stuff if we had to spend it back and behind it.
Where's Shorty that took down Donald Sterling? You think she's down for hire? Yeah, let's get up out of here.
No, that's a fact, though.
Wasn't that
phone
Taylor
on.
Tequila?
Robin Givens or something.
She looked like Taylor Tequila. I don't think it was.
wasn't
Yo, I'm going to the last commercial break. Taylor Tequila.
Brand activations,
Wait, he said
business
Taylor.
openings, recently engaged. or
Time
any-
out. Pause.
This nigga said Taylor Tequila.
What happened to her? What happened to her?
That's what the girl Donald David, whatever his name was.
David Ruffin.
Donald
Giannis
Sterling.
is some shit,
Donald
nigga.
Sterling.
All right,
That's what I thought he was with.
back to regular schedule program.
brand activations, business openings, recently engaged or any new life event that deserves a celebration. Start planning with Penn Jones Events. Owner and principal planner Paige guarantees a fun and stress-free planning experience, managing every event aspect, including budgets, timelines, vendor negotiations, event design, and more. Penn Jones Events is a full-service wedding and event planning company based in Maryland. We curate extraordinary events tailored to you. Let's start planning today. For a free 30-minute consultation, visit ppjevents.com.
Good show, fellas. Good show.
Definitely.
Appreciate everybody that listens live, everybody that checks out the podcast, everybody on YouTube commenting. Keep liking and subscribing. Let's run these numbers up. We appreciate the love. Until then, stay safe and be blessed. We're going to be back on Friday. We out. All right, yo.
All right, let's go.